US President Donald Trump is reportedly pushing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to wrap up the 20-month conflict with Hamas in Gaza, following the success of 12-day conflict between Iran and Israel. According to Israeli media, Trump's demand to cancel Netanyahu's criminal trial is connected to a broader effort aimed at achieving multiple goals, including the end of war in Gaza, securing Israel's commitment to a future Palestinian state, and expansion of the Abraham Accords to include new countries. A report by the Israeli WION newspaper claimed that Trump raised the matter in a phone call with Netanyahu on Monday, while U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Israel's Strategic Affairs Minister Ron Dermer also participated in the call. The newspaper, citing a source, reported that Trump and Netanyahu agreed to wrap up the war in Gaza with a proposed timeline of 2 weeks. According to this plan, Israel would halt its military offensive in the Palestinian territory. Hamas would release the remaining hostages. The leadership of the Hamas militant group would be exiled, although Hamas has long rejected such demands. 4 Arab states, including the UAE, Egypt, would jointly govern the Gaza Strip, replacing Hamas.
איך אתה מרגיש? אני מרגיש מאוד מאוד שמח היום.
Well, a report by the Israeli WION newspaper claimed that Donald Trump raised the matter in a phone call with Netanyahu on Monday. And like we told you about the conditions which were put forth, apart from that, Hamas would also release the remaining hostages. The leadership of the Hamas militant group would be exiled, although Hamas has long rejected such demands. Apart from that, 4 Arab states, including the UAE and Egypt, would jointly govern the Gaza Strip, replacing Hamas. The report also says that Trump and Netanyahu have agreed that Israel would express support for a future two-state solution, following which both Saudi Arabia and Syria would establish ties with Israel under the Abraham Accords, and other Arab and Muslim countries would follow suit. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that a victory over Iran could pave the way for new peace opportunities, which Israel must not waste.
We have fought with strength against Iran and achieved a great victory. That victory opens an opportunity for a dramatic expansion of the peace agreements. We are working vigorously on that. Along with the release of our hostages and the defeat of Hamas, there is a window of opportunity here that must not be wasted.
His comment was an apparent reference to the Abraham Accords overseen by Donald Trump in 2020, that's during his first term as the U.S. president. That so far has normalized its ties with the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Morocco. Furthermore, French President Emmanuel Macron has said that Donald Trump is very determined to broker a new ceasefire in Gaza. Macron made this statement following a phone call with the U.S. President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, thousands take to the streets of Israel's Tel Aviv to call for the end of war in Gaza and the return of hostages. Police arrested 7 demonstrators who demanded an immediate prisoner exchange with Palestinian factions in Gaza to secure the release of hostages. According to Hamas-run health ministry, Israeli strikes killed at least 28 people across the Gaza Strip. More than 20 killed people arrived at the Shifa hospital, while the bodies of 8 others were taken to Al-Nasser hospital in the south. So far, the war has killed over 56,000 Palestinians. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk has called for a ceasefire in Gaza, as well as the release of hostages and an all-out effort to get humanitarian assistance to Gaza.